From my addiction to foreign tea. Finally cured that part of me. Standing in the field, sitting in a tree. I'm once again the man I used to be once.
The song's about addiction. Well, it's really more about challenging that addiction, you know, fighting your own demons. I've had a lot of problems with addiction in my time. I've been addicted to alcohol, cigarettes, sex, crack cocaine, most recently of course Venezuelan tea, but pretty much clean now.
From my addiction to foreign tea. Cast away the demons inside of me.
The song's dedicated to my mother, who sadly also had an addiction. I mean, I don't really want to go into too much detail as to what that addiction was, because it's embarrassing enough as it is. But let's just say, when I was a kid, she used to tell me that she had an itch between her legs.
I once had a mother. Her name was Bagpipe. She was a hippie. I followed her.
Being in rehab taught me a lot of things about myself. I was able to explore who I was. I was able to explore every single dimension in my brain. There was this one individual that really stood out from the rest of the nutters. I mean, I actually started talking to him and not showing any fear. And we went on to become soul friends inside. And when we did eventually leave a couple of months ago, I asked him, I says, why don't you become part of the team? One of my members of staff. So he did. Now he's my spiritual guru. Snowy Raindrop, Michigan.
It's not working. Let's get Billy in.
La la la. 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 La la la.
I met Danny when I was in rehab. I spent 5 years in there. I hated it until I met Danny. And the reason I've been in there is because I had an addiction to television. Couldn't stop watching it. I also suffered from paranoid schizophrenia too.
I suppose it's not exactly what I had in mind originally when I joined the rock band to be working in this capacity, but at the end of the day I think Danny knows what's best for both of us, and if it means me doing this, then so be it.
It's a bit cold, but beautiful. It's a wonderful day. You say you were born in?
This is where it all began for me.
I was born in an hospital.
Do you know which one it was? Isn't that on your passport?
I was told years ago, but I can't remember.
Danny, is it kind of your scratcher?
Yeah, not a problem. Is this recycled?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. It don't smell recycled anyway. What's your name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You'll find me in the most peculiar places. Just reading some of my fan mail. I get this now and again. I open them monthly. Try and get through all of them. Dearest Danny Lizard, my name is Cassandra Louise Hepburn. I'm 23 years old and I live in a small cottage near Stonehaven in Scotland. Since my third husband left me, I can't stop crying. Oh. It's been 17 weeks now and I feel lost and alone. I don't want another lover. It's just you I'm thinking of. Please, Danny, let me, even if it's just once, press my lips against your lips and maybe my tears will instantly dry up. I love you, Danny Lizard, and I always will. You are my inspiration, my starlit sky, and right now, my only reason for living. That's a bit heavy, isn't it?
Sure is.
Don't feel guilty if... Oh, it gets worse. Don't feel guilty if my two sons, Trevor and Carl, and daughter Samantha lose their mother through a broken heart. P.S. I hope you like the gift. Gift. What?
Well, that's not what I think it is.
She didn't even leave her address, so how am I supposed to save her life, you know? That's what gets to me. They give me all their sob stories. I feel for them, but how am I supposed to get to them to give them a kiss? That's the way it is. I can't solve problems, I can't do miraculous things. I know she's from Scotland, Stonehaven or something. I mean, there's millions of people in Scotland.
Part of my job now is to sort through Danny's fan mail, sort out the good letters from the not so good letters. Usually I find that the people who've got something to hide type their letters up, so you know, they usually go into the bad pile.
Dearest Danny, my name is Dorothy and I've just turned 75 years old. I think you are a smashing lad and I wish the world was full of folk like you. Hits me there. I'm not quite on my last legs just yet, but it's near that time. Anyhow, it would be a treat if one day very soon you would come visit me in North London for a cup of tea and a delicious slice of my homemade chocolate walnut jam and fresh cream cake. That's a lot to put in a cake. Maybe I'll let you have 2 slices, but you can't be too greedy. The world is greedy enough as it is. I agree, Dorothy.
He doesn't like me telling people this, but a couple of months ago he decided to meet one of his fans and he ended up getting tortured.
My name is Douglas Jones and I'm a factory worker from Essex. My hobbies are walking the dog, Arsenal FC and drinking in the Goose with no neck. My question to you is, how can you live with yourself, earning more money than me, when I work harder than you? Oh, and by the way, my son thinks you rock. It's a bit of a mixed letter. 2/3 of my money goes to charity. You know, I'm not greedy. That old lady knew I wasn't greedy. She's done her research. The amount of money in football and he's having a go at me. That's his hobby, football. Certain players get £120,000 a week. He's having a go at me. He needs to do his research, doesn't he, really? A shell. Hole. Hasn't been broken by the mail. Its journey here was complete.
Is it inside it?
There's nothing inside it. I can hear the sea. Can you hear the sea?
Yeah.
I've got too much to get through here.
Cool.
We could film this all day, but it may get boring. So, if there's anything interesting, I'll get back to you.
I'm Jimmy Stiller, and I'm Danny Lizard's new manager. I don't particularly know Danny that well. In fact, I've never met him. What I do know of Danny is that he lacks the fundamental abilities to be an international success, and I'm the man to give him that. Respect. The key word here is respect. It is this one thing that separates the men from the boys. My knowledge, my training, my abilities, I will transfer to him, and with this respect and with this knowledge, we will fly higher than anyone has ever flown before.
Give me a word.
Stars.
Stars are shining so bright, it's blinding my eyes. I'm not sure about the words. No, it's just maybe change to
Which one is Danny Lizard?
me.
Thank God for that. Jimmy Stiller, your new manager.
Oh yeah. Nice to meet you.
These lesbians for real.
Totally agree with you, Snowy. I really do. Every single peak of every mountain you can see out there, I've climbed to the top.
No, let me finish.
It makes me a lot closer to the clouds.
There is no way
Such a beautiful
this
experience.
can be the band you've sent me to. Yeah, they are that bad. The ones wearing a dress.
I've rode that horse.
It's some sort of dress. It's a red throw over. I don't know.
Stallion.
The one they call
A
Lizard.
wild stallion.
Oh my God.
That peak there.
Yeah, I know what happened. That's what they said about him.
The cat's whiskers fell off as the porcupine devoured its meat.
I think you're gonna have to change cat to rock.
The rock's whiskers.
Yeah, just me. Read it through and you'll see.
Danny.
I do understand actually.
Danny.
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Danny. Danny.
Hold on, man. Just need to get this right.
Danny! Can I have a word?
Keep writing.
Me and Danny had words the other day. It became clear to me that if our relationship was to work, that a few ground rules need to be put into place. I'm not a sloppy person. I don't like sloppy people. And it's obvious that Danny has a few negative influences surrounding him. Least not Snowy and Billy. One thing I learned in the military. One thing that will remain with me till my dying day is that the enemy, wherever they may be, wherever they may dwell, and whatever form they choose to take, they will stop at nothing, until they have killed you. I, my friend, I do not want to die.
Yeah. There are certain people in the world that are just obsessed with making money. Especially in this industry. I think Jimmy's one of those people. Go on. Go say it. However, my priorities. Number 1, my artwork. Number 2, my music. Number 3, my lyrics. 4, writing. 5, cooking. That's what I'm doing now. At the moment, I'm cooking soup. What I did is finely chop these carrots and mushrooms. Make an organic soup. Sometimes I don't even cook them, because for me it's a form of escapism. I can just chop away, forget about my troubles. So I don't take drugs anymore, so this is what I do to escape. I'd put money making 13. I am physically sick of this. This is Billy. I love him to bits, don't get me wrong. But he leaves meat, ex-meat, Chinese meat, and curry sauce on the table while I'm chopping up my mushrooms and carrots. And to rub salt in the wounds, he puts tea bags in the tray. I'm just fed up with him. I don't say anything to him because I love him. You know, there's no point in getting all upset about it.
Danny's new manager kind of is alright, but you know, he kind of reminds me of a teacher we had at school called Mr. Watkins. He had, well, the kids used to take the Michael out of him a lot. I don't know why. They used to call him all sorts of names, such as homo, sexual. It's a funny story, really. He came into school one day with an axe and started to attack a few kids. Nobody ever said anything afterwards about his name. In fact, it's not a very funny story at all.
Scream the trees down with your Heidi, I frown. Block the blockade with a psycho-like sound. Lick the flea out with the side of your spoon. How we have changed, all grown up cool. Hold out both hands, the left one holds the shite. The other holds Soapsy, which feels quick tonight. Killing the flower for display, it's so nice. How we have changed, all grown up fools. Scream the leaves down, float sideways to town. Oh, oh, blue bunyan. Sit the girls down, feed them hazy clouds. Oh, oh, it's poignant, it's poignant.
What's that? What's this shit? Thanks. There he is. We've come on this field. It's Jimmy's asked us to come on here. I have no idea why. It's middle of December and I'm freezing. Why you brought me here? I've got bad memories of this place.
Shut up.
It's freezing. Absolutely freezing. It's alright for him. What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said shut up. You go.
Don't be horrible to Snowy. Snowy?
Just relax, man. It's time for you to face your demons.
What do you mean?
It's time for you to become a man.
A man? I'm already a man. I'm not a woman, really.
You're not a real man. Hit me if you're a man.
I'm not gonna hit you.
Hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you.
Danny, I said hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you.
You little pussy boy.
I don't agree with violence. Everyone knows that.
Everybody agrees with violence. Come on, hit me.
No. don't want to hit
Don't
you.
I annoy you?
I'm a pacifist. I'm
Just
not.
hit me.
I'm not
Come on, just hit me.
I don't want to.
Come on, you do. Come on.
Look, Jimmy.
Yeah?
Please,
Come on.
Jimmy.
3 shot. Come on, just hit me.
Jimmy.
Look, come on.
Jimmy. Jimmy. Look. It's just. Oh! Oh! Ah! 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 Why did you do that?
Let me help you up.
Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please. Jimmy. Why?
Regret is futile. Regret is for the weak. I regret nothing. But one thing I do regret is the day I lost John Mikowski. A promising recruit, 19 years old, had his whole life ahead of him. A good career ahead of him. But he's dead.
I'm sorry. My hand's broken in 12 places. But I didn't get one apology off Jimmy. I can't brush my teeth properly, which is so... You ever tried brushing your teeth with your left hand? Just so difficult. You just can't get a rhythm. It also means that I'm going to have to cancel all my gigs because I can't play guitar. Which annoys me. No, I'll give up. I'll have to get someone else to brush my teeth.
Okay.
It's more like the second premolar. It's like towards the back. Well, it's like in the middle.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's it. That's a bit of my tongue.
Sorry.
I think that'll be alright now.
Yeah.
Jimmy. Do you want to report, do you? I'm in the middle of something right now. I can't do another report. I mean, I've got to finish this one first before I can even start.
Billy, shut up about that. Billy, you're cool.
That's what people have said in the past. You know, on numerous occasions.
Well, they were right to do so. Do you know what makes you cool, Billy?
I think it's my hair, mainly.
That is a reason. But you know what I think? I think it's because you're a team player. Do you know what I mean by that?
I would imagine by team player you'd mean that I work well in a group.
You're sharp. Billy, I'm going to get straight to the point. Danny sent me here today. Because as you well know, a little incident occurred, which has rendered him unable to take the lead in our little team.
Yeah, I had his hands broken in 9 places.
10. Nasty business, that. But the point is this, you've been chosen to replace him. Just until he's back on his feet.
Well, I suppose, you know, if Danny, you know, wants me to,
Billy.
it's okay, isn't it?
Billy, I want you to. You've got the right stuff. I admit it's a big responsibility. Being at the top. It's a huge step, but hey, if you ain't prepared to take it,
Well, I am prepared. You know, I'll do anything to help Danny out. You know, if he wants me to.
Then let's do it.
The joint showed me heaven, the joint showed me hell, and now my life will never be the same again. The darkness, how it took me, I felt my body fall. I knew my life would never be the same again. I took a ride with a split because I needed it. I couldn't sleep, I needed home. By the end of the night I would end up getting stoned.
I can hear music. Billy. Billy.
Hi, Danny.
Alright, what you doing?
I'm just playing some Eastern music, you know, getting in touch with my spiritual side. That's what Jimmy wants.
Jimmy wants you to do that.
Yeah, he said, you know, like, while your arms in the cast, he said that you wanted me to be the lead singer, take over all the performances and all the singing. Well, you got better.
Okay.
That's what you said.
So why have I come in here to cancel the gigs?
But you don't want to cancel the gigs. You told Jimmy that you wanted me to do the gigs
You're repeating
instead
yourself,
of you.
or
No.
I've
You
got what you
said
think.
you told Jimmy that you wanted me to do the lead singing.
I know exactly what you're saying because you've said it about 12
Yeah,
times.
but you told Jimmy.
Billy,
that,
can you be quiet a minute? I haven't said anything.
You told Jimmy.
I haven't said anything of the kind. What the hell is that on your head?
It's my bindi spot. Jimmy wants me to explore my spirituality, so you know I thought I'd flirt with Indian music. What do you think?
I just can't believe it. I appreciate the old experimentation with Eastern music, but what I can't appreciate is you going behind my back. You've really hurt me.
I'm not going, but Danny, you said. No, Danny, you said.
You're repeating yourself again. You've hurt me, man.
I'm not repeating myself. Jimmy told you that you wanted me to be the lead singer of the band.
I've never felt as betrayed in all my life. The past few weeks have hurt me, made me feel alone. A certain person, you know who I'm talking about, stabbed me in the back, made me feel worthless. But I have other friends, I have fans, so I can get past this. While I was in hospital with the arm, there was one man, no one even knew he was dead. The nurses and doctors, for some unknown reason, didn't care about him. And no one came in with, you know, the usual flowers, chocolates and plums. But out of respect, and because I'm loyal, and I became friends with that dead person, I went and got in some plums from the local grocers. Whether he can eat them or not, it's the thought that counts, you know. And Billy lacks that loyalty. And I don't think I can know this new Billy anymore. He's ruined everything.
All I was trying to do was explain to Danny that Jimmy had told me that Danny had told him that he wanted me to be the lead singer of the band while his hand was getting better. I can't really understand why he got so upset about it, you know. It's pretty confusing really for me, because, you know, Jimmy's told me now to ignore him, you know, let him do his own thing, but it's hard, you know, because he's my friend. Well, I think he's my friend.
Just writing a few lyrics down, you know, a few words about the past few weeks. I wouldn't call what I'm writing down bitter, but it's a bit twisted. And my hand, as you can see, is healed. It hurts a bit when I do that, so I'll try not to do that much. But the doctor says for 5 weeks, 12 fractures, actually I'm exaggerating, 11 fractures have fixed themselves. Unbelievable. Well, I say fix themselves, but I know in my heart it's the power of prayer that has fixed my hand. Snowy's prayer. But I really do need to thank him for it when I see him. Actually, have you seen Snowy?
With a semi smile, the river flowed 17 hours and 10. I cried for a while, a broken hand, emotional in this godforsaken land. I'm the starving man, devotional, taking away my dazzling plan.
Being friends forever.
Billy, if I was a prostitute with a semi-smile, you'd use me some more, take me up the wall, throw me in the Nile, that's a river. Step in the back, emotional. Loyalty's what you naughty would lack. I'm the stronger man, devotional. You'll never meet my Uncle Stan, and I guess you never will, Billy.
Phone. Billy, how you doing? Yes, it's Danny. I'm just phoning you because I don't know who to speak to about, you know, I'm really concerned about Snowy Raindrop. The reason why it's worrying me is because he's our close friend. Yeah. Don't you care about anyone now? I haven't seen Snowy for 2 weeks. He's hung up on me. Just can't believe it. Snowy and I used to come here together, taking the fresh air, taking the nature, be at one with wildlife. It's beautiful. We used to admire the way the reeds came out. in the water. What the hell? That looks too familiar. That looks like Snowy's.
I've come to the conclusion that Snowy's been murdered in cold blood by Jimmy, possibly through drowning in the lake, maybe some kind of weight device holding him down under the water, and in his panic his dress, or whatever you call it, may have came off and floated to the reeds where I found it. I don't know who to tell, I don't know whether to phone the police. I'm lost. I've lost 2 friends in the past week, just in different ways. Guys, look, I know it's your job to film me, but I really need your advice. Shall I phone the police? Why aren't you speaking to me? Can you stop filming? Has anyone got a phone? I need to phone the police. Cheers. What's the number? It's just different in different countries. I think Jimmy's killed Snowy. Police. I think Jimmy's killed Snowy. It's Danny Lizard. Yes, the Danny Lizard. Yes, that was a hit. And yes, that's possibly my favourite song as well that I've done. But that's besides. It's an emergency. I think my friend's been murdered.